And I was just in complete shock for the first few hours. I couldn't even believe it was real. I've always been super interested in real estate, and I knew there was only 1 month left of the year for me to make an additional 30K, which was one of my goals for 2025. So I basically hit JT up on December 5th, and I was like, yo, I need this 30K. JT took care of the rest. And come like December 29th, December 30th, I checked my email. I had the wiring instructions from the title company. I went to the bank on December 31st. I sent the wire out, and I got the house closed on right before the year ended.
Guys, today we're here with Noor. Noor came to me just a short amount of time ago. He's one of our newest clients, and he's already got a deal done. He actually lives in my city, which is super cool. So I brought him out here to this beautiful house, and we're just gonna ask him basically his success and what he's done in the past and what he plans to do in the future. All right, so Noor, go ahead, introduce yourself and briefly describe what you do.
My name's Noor Satali. I'm 19 years old, and I buy houses for a living. That's what I do. I buy houses.
Good. So talk about a little bit about what you were doing before, like where you were at, like just basic story.
So I ran a clothing brand for about 2 years, and then I kind of shifted majority of my focus into running an Amazon FBA business, and I ran that for about a year. And then from there, I got interested in crypto late 2024. So I picked up on that, did that through all last year. It was doing really well, and then eventually one of my wallets got drained, so I had to figure something else out.
Okay, so your wallet gets drained. How did that make you feel in the moment?
It felt it was really shocking because, I woke up one day after hitting a few nice trades like the month before, and I went to check my phone, and I had a bunch of notifications from a few of my friends asking me why I sent out a huge amount of money to a different wallet that I never used before. And I was just in complete shock for the first few hours. I couldn't even believe it was real. But eventually, I had to just suck it up and just get back to work and do whatever I could to make those losses back. And, luckily, I was able to make majority back in just the first month after just locking in. And yeah, it was pretty hard, but I got through it eventually.
So you kind of had success doing other stuff. So explain why real estate now.
I've always been super interested in real estate, and I knew there was only 1 month left of the year for me to make an additional 30K, which was one of my goals for 2025. So I hit up JT and I was like, yo, I need a house before the year ends. Let's do whatever we can to get this done.
Great. So today is what, January 5th, right? I think it's early January. And you hit me up on December 5th, right? And tell them what happened from December 5th to December 31st.
So I basically hit JT up on December 5th, and I was like, yo, I need this 30K. I need to get a house in cash as soon as possible. Tell me what I need to do, and let's get that started as soon as possible. So with the help of my brother, JT just asked for a little bit of personal information. So I sent that over. Over those next few days, I had to sign a few e-documents, which was like literally super easy. It was barely any work. JT took care of the rest. And come like December 29th, December 30th, I checked my email. I had the wiring instructions from the title company. I went to the bank on December 31st. I sent the wire out, and I got the house closed on right before the year ended.
Great. And so the good news about this is there's no such thing as chargebacks in real estate, or you can't get your wallet drained. Yeah. So that money you get to keep no matter what. So that's the good news there. What would you say for you? How much time really did you have to allocate when you were doing this with us? Like when you were working with us, you get your $30,000 a month, 20-something days. How much time did you actually have to allocate to that?
It's honestly going to sound super crazy, but I really only had to take like 1 to 2 hours total out of the entire month to like fill in. I'm serious. Like I had to take an hour, 2 hours out of the entire month, literally just to fill out some basic information and then go to the bank and send a wire. So it was super, super easy.
Yeah. So he's one of our top members in the partner program. So we do a lot of work for him. Basically, he just makes the shots, or he basically calls the shots because he's the business owner, and we partner with him, provide him the team, get everything done for him, set up, so he can just get paid. But based on the results and, your first deal happening within 20 days, where do you see yourself in real estate in the next year, 6 to 12 months?
I'm definitely hoping that, now that I know a little bit more about real estate after getting a house in literally under 20 days, I'm hoping that throughout the next year, I'll be able to secure a few more properties. I know it'll be super easy because I literally barely did any work last time. Like he said, all I had to do was call the shots, tell them what to do, what to look for, and I could get a house. So over this next year, I'm going to try and get my hands on some more properties, and yeah, that's it.
And what surprised you about working with me? And did you have any misconceptions or any thoughts about the actual process before you worked with us? What surprised you about the process or real estate in general that you might have had misconceptions before, and especially working with us?
I definitely thought that getting a property, let alone in such a short time, was going to be a lot harder and take a lot more of my time because, towards the end of the year, Q4, running a business is super, super busy. So it was actually really hands-off. Like I said before, I barely had to do any work. All I had to do was just give up, some of that basic personal information, then go to the bank, get the wire, and my house was closed on in under 20 days.
So for you, like, the biggest thing you were afraid of when you first came to me was like, dude, how many calls am I gonna have to make? How many sellers am I gonna have to talk to? Realistically for you, how many did you have to talk to?
Yeah, I really was a little bit scared at first because obviously I have no experience at all. I had no experience at all coming into real estate, so I really didn't want to call any people or take care of anything over the phone. I really only had to call, a person at the title company 2 or 3 times, like on January 30th or December 30th to December 31st, and that's really it. I didn't have to make any other calls.
Do you have to call sellers at all?
Yeah, I didn't have to call sellers or anything. That's all I had to do was call the title company on December 31st and get all that taken care of.
Basically, had the leads and the criteria, and then we were able to close those for you and get you paid out, right? So for like knowing like all about real estate and like not being involved too much in it, when you actually got into the process, were you surprised like about how it went?
Honestly, no, because I've known you for a pretty good amount of time. I've been following you for quite a bit, and when I hit you up and told you, yo, like I don't really know what I'm doing, I just need help getting this house before the end of the year, you made it very easy to be confident in you, and I was honestly not shocked at all when you ended up closing on the house before the end of the year, because that's what you told me you were going to do, and you did. So no, nothing was shocking to me at all.
I love that level of confidence though, seriously. Okay, and here, if someone is on the fence about working with me and Closer, what would you tell them?
Being on the fence never helped anybody. I would just go ahead and just do it. JT is definitely the best person that you can be working with right now. He'll make everything super easy. It was super easy to work with him, and I got the results that I wanted.
And then any final thoughts you want to tell the viewers, you want to tell the people before we end it off here?
Your goal for 2026 should be to do your first deal, and if you need help doing that, this is the best guy to hit up. So go ahead and hit him up and get that taken care of before the year ends.
Have a blessed day, y'all. Crisp!